Throughout history, the United States has been the backdrop for tales of terror that defy imagination. Join us as we journey into the heart of America's most haunting true horror stories, where the past whispers through the present and the shadows hold secrets yet to be revealed. Our first stop takes us to the heartland of America, to the bustling city of St. Louis, Missouri. Here, amidst the modern cityscape, stands a relic of a bygone era, the imposing Lemp Mansion, a stately monument to a family's rise to wealth and its devastating fall from grace. The Lemps were brewing royalty, their name synonymous with the golden nectar that flowed through the city's veins. The patriarch Johann Adam Lemp built his empire from the ground up, arriving on American soil with little more than ambition and a brewer's touch. But fortune, as it so often does, proved fickle. Tragedy struck the family with the sudden passing of Johann's son, William Jr., the heir apparent to the Lemp legacy. The official cause of death? Heart failure. But whispers of a darker truth, of a family curse, began to circulate. William Sr., heartbroken over the loss of his son, took his own life within the mansion walls. Death continued to visit the Lemp family, claiming 3 more sons in a succession of chilling incidents. Charles, found lifeless in his bedroom, a pistol by his side. Frederick, his body discovered in the mansion's carriage house, a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And then Edwin, the last remaining Lemp son, his life extinguished by a single tragic bullet. Today the Lemp Mansion stands as a solemn sentinel to a family consumed by darkness. Visitors and those who dare to work within its walls speak of strange occurrences, unexplained noises echoing through the once grand halls, icy draughts chilling the air, and fleeting glimpses of shadowy figures. Is it the weight of sorrow that permeates the very foundation of the house? Or could it be the restless spirits of the Lemp family, forever bound to the scene of their earthly demise? Perhaps the answers lie hidden within the mansion's darkened rooms, waiting for the brave or the foolish to unlock their secrets. Our journey takes us now to the sultry streets of New Orleans, a city pulsating with life, music, and an undercurrent of mystery that runs deeper than the Mississippi River itself. But even amidst the revelry of Mardi Gras and the mournful strains of blues echoing from its alleyways, there lurks a darkness, a chapter of the city's past that chills the very bone. The year was 1918, a time of global turmoil as the Great War raged across the ocean. Yet in the heart of New Orleans, a different kind of terror gripped the city, a terror that struck not on distant battlefields, but within the supposed sanctuary of one's own home. It began with whispers, rumours of a shadowy figure prowling the night, his weapon of choice, an axe, a tool of labour twisted into an instrument of death. The first victims, an elderly grocer and his wife, their lives brutally cut short in the dead of night. The police, initially dismissive, soon realised they were dealing with something far more sinister. More attacks followed, a string of seemingly random assaults, each bearing the chilling hallmark of the Axeman. His victims, often Italian grocers, their homes invaded, their lives extinguished with a brutality that sent shockwaves through the city. The authorities were baffled, the killer seemingly striking at will, leaving behind little in the way of clues. Fear, like a suffocating fog, descended upon New Orleans. Families bolted their doors, slept with axes under their beds, their dreams haunted by the spectre of the Axeman. And then, just as suddenly as it began, the attacks ceased. The Axeman, as if swallowed whole by the night, vanished without a trace. The question remains, who was the Axeman of New Orleans? Was he a lone madman driven by a bloodlust that defied explanation? Or was there a more sinister motive behind his reign of terror, a motive lost to the annals of time? Our next chapter takes us to the rolling hills of West Virginia, to the small town of Fayetteville, a place where life moved at a slower pace, where neighbours knew each other by name and where the bonds of family ran deep. It was here, on a cold Christmas Eve in 1945, that a tragedy unfolded. A tragedy so bizarre, so inexplicable, that it continues to haunt the town to this very day. The Sodder family, a close-knit Italian-American clan, were preparing for the most joyous time of the year. Their modest two-story farmhouse, adorned with festive decorations, buzzed with the excitement of the 5 youngest Sodder children, eagerly anticipating Christmas morning. George Sodder, the family patriarch, a hard-working man who had built a successful trucking business, had just tucked his younger children into bed, the house aglow with the warmth of the season. Upstairs, his wife Jenny and 4 of their children drifted off to sleep, unaware of the nightmare that awaited them. A little past midnight, a fire erupted, engulfing the house in flames. The inferno spread with terrifying speed, fueled by the dry winter air. George and Jenny, along with 4 of their children, managed to escape the blaze, their faces blackened by soot, their clothes singed by the heat. But 5 of their children remained trapped inside. Frantic, George tried desperately to re-enter the burning building, his attempts thwarted by the raging inferno. He called out for his missing children, his voice hoarse with terror, but only the roar of the flames answered back. The fire department, delayed by a series of unfortunate circumstances, arrived to find the house reduced to a smouldering ruin. As the smoke cleared and the embers cooled, a chilling realization dawned on the grieving parents. No trace of their 5 children could be found. No bodies, no bones, no sign that they had perished in the blaze. It was as if the fire had simply swallowed them whole, leaving behind an eerie silence where their laughter should have been. Theories abounded. Some speculated that the children had perished in the fire, their remains somehow consumed by the intense heat. Others whispered of foul play, of a possible kidnapping, pointing to a series of strange occurrences in the weeks leading up to the fire. Threatening phone calls, a mysterious stranger lurking near the Sodder property. Despite their tireless efforts, the fate of the Sodder children remained an unsolved mystery, a haunting reminder that even in the heart of America, some secrets refuse to stay buried. Our final destination takes us west, to the sun-drenched valleys of California, to a sprawling mansion as peculiar as it is unsettling. This is the Winchester Mystery House, a labyrinthine Victorian mansion, a testament to one woman's grief, her eccentricities, and her unwavering belief in the supernatural. Sarah Winchester, heiress to the Winchester rifle fortune, was a woman haunted, not by ghosts in the traditional sense, but by the spectres of those whose lives had been claimed by the very weapon that had brought her family unimaginable wealth. Following the deaths of her infant daughter and her beloved husband, Sarah, consumed by grief and guilt, sought solace in the world of the occult. A medium, she believed, provided her with a chilling message. She was cursed, targeted by the restless spirits of those felled by Winchester rifles. The only way to appease these vengeful spirits, the medium warned, was to construct a home so vast, so confusing, that the spirits would become lost within its walls, unable to find her. And so, with seemingly limitless funds and an insatiable need to outrun her demons, Sarah Winchester embarked on a construction project unlike any other. For 38 years, the Winchester mansion grew, a chaotic symphony of architectural oddities. Rooms were built only to be sealed off, staircases leading to nowhere, doors opening onto blank walls. The house, it seemed, was a physical manifestation of Sarah's tormented mind, a desperate attempt to confuse not only the spirits she feared, but perhaps her own inner turmoil. The Winchester Mystery House stands as a stark reminder that sometimes the most unsettling horrors are born not from the shadows but from the depths of human sorrow and the lengths to which we will go to outrun our own ghosts. These stories, etched in the annals of American history, are more than just tales of terror. They are reflections of human nature, of our deepest fears, our enduring fascination with the unknown and the mysteries that continue to haunt us. For within the shadows of our collective history, the line between the real and the imagined blurs, and the whispers of the past continue to resonate, reminding us that some mysteries are destined to remain unsolved.